Does your right to self-defense end at the state line? Unfortunately for many law-abiding gun owners, right now it does. But as we speak, Congress is working to change that with a national gun rights bill that would allow concealed carry permit holders to take their Second Amendment rights throughout the country without the fear of being arrested. And naturally, gun grabbers on the left are sending forth the typical wave of myths, half-truths, and scare tactics in order to kill the bill and smear law-abiding American citizens in the process. Here are some of the wackiest fear-mongering talking points being tossed around about the National Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017. First one that we hear, letting people concealed carry in more places will start a race war. Yes, you heard that correctly. HuffPost contributor Harlan Green actually wrote that the bill would increase the possibility of a racial war in the United States. He said, talk about an armed revolution maybe? Since states with the most open carry gun owners are in the southern, quote, red states, what's to stop them from starting another civil war? All right, I don't even know where to start with that. First off, it's just a gross, inaccurate stereotype of law-abiding gun owners, and it assumes that the only thing keeping a renegade racist militia from marching through and occupying Harlem are New York's insanely draconian gun laws. Here's something that we're going to be saying a lot over the next few minutes. Criminals, and in this case, imaginary racist insurgents, don't care about gun control laws. Next, some people are trying to push the narrative that this bill would actually be a big win for radical Islamic terrorists, like New York County District Attorney Cyrus Vance, who said,
"This bill is supported, I'm sure, by ISIS. ISIS points its readers to America and how they can easily obtain guns by going to states where there are no permitting requirements."
This bill doesn't change any of the federal laws about buying a gun. Those stay the same. And terrorism, mass shootings, and murder are all still illegal in all 50 states. You know who else doesn't care about concealed carry laws? ISIS-inspired terrorists. You know who does? The trained concealed carry permit holder on vacation who could stop a mass shooting before the NYPD has time to get to the scene. Moving on to the next fearmonger fable, Vance and other liberals claim that it's going to make America's streets more dangerous in general, like with this CNN op-ed that says the bill would turn your city into the Wild West. This is one the gun grabbers love to trot out for any kind of gun rights legislation. Anytime you respect somebody's Second Amendment rights, you're going to be turning your quiet hometown streets into the OK Corral. But the numbers don't support this at all. Getting past the high crime rates that we see in strict gun control cities like Chicago, we have to look at the reality of law-abiding gun owners themselves. For instance, a 2016 study found that concealed carry permit holders are the most law-abiding demographic in the country, committing fewer crimes per capita than even police officers. Also, a separate 2016 study conducted at the University of Pittsburgh found that roughly 80% of gun crimes are committed with illegally obtained firearms, folks. Say it with me again. Criminals don't care about gun control laws. And the only thing that's going to stop them is a good guy with a gun, whoever that may be and wherever they may come from. Next up, we have one of the biggest fear-mongering talking points that came up while this bill was getting hashed out in the House Judiciary Committee. Liberals claim the bill will be devastating for victims of domestic violence, which is grossly misleading. This is because states have different standards for concealed carry permits, and some of those are different when it comes to things like stalking convictions. But keep in mind, it's already illegal for domestic abusers and convicted felons to buy and possess guns. But again, this bill and this debate aren't about purchase laws, but that shows how messed up the whole debate's gotten. Look, if a crazy abusive ex wants to cross state lines with a gun and harm you, he's already planning on violating any number of state and federal laws that already exist in order to do that, even if he has a carry permit in his home state. What the current system does is prohibit you from carrying a constitutionally promised and protected means of self-defense from your state to another state that doesn't respect your concealed carry status. Now, do the anti-gun fearmongers actually think that some abusive predator is somewhere in America saying, "Oh, well, I chased my ex away to California and I want to go beat and kill her, but golly gee, how do I get there with my sidearm?" This is literally the scenario they're trying to imagine into existence. The gun control lobby and its political henchmen love to use fear to drive their anti-Second Amendment agenda. Unfortunately for them, the law-abiding citizens who know the truth and know their gun rights aren't going to be scared away from either one of them. Now, we'd like to know what you think. Should your Second Amendment rights be respected nationally? Let me know in the comments below at Facebook or send me an email at nmadden@crtv.com. And that's today's brief, folks. Now, we have some exciting new things coming here at CRTV in the Capitol Hill brief. We're making some changes to our DC studio, so please bear with us while we adjust. As you can see, the temporary setup I have behind me. It's all a part of the process, it's all a part of the magic, and we're going to be making some big announcements in the coming weeks, so be sure to stay tuned here with us. In the meantime, we're still going to be coming to you live on Facebook and in some other formats so that you can always find us here. And for our full programming, you can subscribe to CRTV using my promo code CHB, that's short for Capitol Hill Brief, and it'll give you a $10 discount. And you'll get full access to shows from people like Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson, Steven Crowder, Gavin McInnes, Michelle Malkin, Steve Dace, and of course, Mark Levin. And more if you're not already signed up. It makes a great holiday gift for a friend, for a family member, or even for yourself. Look, if you're not signed up for CRTV, you're missing out, folks. So be sure to go on, sign up, log in, and also follow me on Twitter at Nate Madden at CRTV. And you can sign up for my free newsletter that gives you the most important stories every day coming out of Capitol Hill. So the link for that should be below in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.